Hey there, welcome back to Charlie's Desk. Now, one of the things I'm most often asked about is headshots. I'm frequently asked to help people pick out their headshots or to choose a photographer, to recommend a place for them to have them printed and so forth. And I'm always glad to help. Although I've addressed the subjects before in this column, I thought, today I'd just review a few things for you. Okay? All right. It is true that a good headshot is one of the most important tools that an actor has, probably the most important other than your talent. And until you have a really good one, you really are not ready to go to work in this business. For example, if you don't have an agent, how do you think you get one? You send the agent your headshot and resume. If you don't have an agent, how do you get a job? You send the casting director your headshot and resume. So if you don't have a headshot, you just aren't ready. My good friend Bob Frazier used to say that a headshot's just a door hanger. You know those pizza offers you find hanging on your doorknob? What do you do with them? You look at them, throw them in the trash, right? Well, the next week you get another one hanging on your doorknob. And what do you do with it? You look at it, you throw it in the trash. And the next week there's another one. And you do the same thing. And the next week, there it is again. Only this time, you're going to have a party. So what do you do with it? You order a pizza. A headshot's the same thing. You just keep on sending them out, and eventually somebody sees what they need or needs what they see. Now let's look at some of the questions that I get about headshots. First of all, what's the most important thing about a headshot? Well, it should look like you. And when you walk in the door, we should recognize you. That's why it's important that you keep your headshot up to date, keep it current. If you change your hairstyle or grow hair or change your hair color or gain or lose significant weight, or you grow or shave facial hair, then you need to get some new pictures. Keep them current. What about makeup? A headshot is not a glamour shot. All you really need is street makeup like you normally wear. So we want to see your laugh lines and your scars and your freckles and all those other charming flaws in your complexion. It's got to look like you. Sure, now if you wake up with Mount Vesuvius on your forehead, it's okay to Photoshop that out because it's not usually there. But you don't need a whole lot of retouching. Just really what we want is a good, honest shot of the real you. We'll talk about that later. How many shots do you need? Well, in my opinion, you really only need a couple of poses. You should have a good close-up smiling headshot that shows your eyes, shows your teeth, shows the shape of your face because we're making families. And that's the one you're going to use for commercial auditions. Usually it's a smiler because what do you see in commercials? Happy people. Then you could also have a more serious or more dramatic shot that's not smiling. And that's your theatrical shot. That's what you're going to use for movies, television. Now, you can have as many others as your bank account allows, but you really don't need to even print them out. If you have need a specialty shot, for example, just take a quick digital shot and send it off. A while back, my agent asked me to do a shot as a grandpa, with the glasses on the nose and the plaid shirt and all that. And I told him I'd have it done and get it printed for him. He says, don't bother. Just do a snapshot, Dropbox it to me. I found out that day that my camera has a telephone in it. Now, 98% of first submissions are going to be online. You really only need a hard copy of your picture when you go to the audition. And remember, folks, never go to an audition without your headshot and resume. Just don't do it. Another thing to remember is that because of most of the time the casting people are going to be looking at a very small picture of, thumbnail on a website, full body and three-quarter shots just don't work as well. Because what we really want to see is your eyes. Another thing that's changed is the use of color. In the old days of black and white headshots, generally you used more subdued colors like charcoal or pastels, denim, things like that. Now, because the first thing we see is that little thumbnail-sized photo, brighter colors can help make your picture stand out when they're on a page full of those things. There's a whole bunch more that we can talk about on the subject, but hopefully this little overview will help you. You might also want to check out the About Headshots article in the From Charlie's Desk section of my website, and that's www.charlieactor.com. Oh, by the way, a great place to have your headshots duplicated is www.printheadshots.com. They're great, they're cheap, they're amazing turnaround. Okay, next issue I'm going to show you something that's going to help you get a headshot that captures the essence of what is really you. So then, you have a great week, and we'll be talking to you. Oh, tell your friends about this too.